Hello and welcome back to another episode of Riichi Mahjong. We're playing Mahjong Soul Silver Room 4-player East today. And I'm going to be honest guys, we kind of need a win. We really do. We got 4th into 3rd, and if the pattern continues to 2nd today, which is a little bit better than what we've been experiencing, but it's a new day, new me, new Mahjong hands to play, and I'm excited to see what we get. Now, I've titled this video something interesting, and I have to apologize right now. It's not clickbait, but it's not what you think. I just played a few days ago one of the most crazy friendly matches I've ever seen in my entire life. And it involved multiple instances of 13 orphans. And I just want to tell that story today while I'm playing the game because it's pretty crazy. Now, I was just, hanging out with my friends online. I said, let's play some Mahjong. And they don't really know how to play Mahjong like that well. So it's like, I'm just there to have fun. So I joined a game with some people. They've played once before. It's one person, he's never even played before, which is like, if you've never played Mahjong before, you know how it is. Like, you're just kind of babbling about, doing nothing. I do have to actually lock in a little bit from my hand. I don't think I want these 9s. Let's get rid of the 9s. So I'm having fun, and the first hand of the game, I'm just doing my Riichi stuff. I'm not actually like trying that hard. I'm just trying to make some fun hands. And I notice the player to my right, let's call him Big T. Big T. Big T is discarding a lot of good tiles from his hand. And they're like 5s, 6s, 7s. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, you should know that he's one of the persons you've played before. It's like, you should know that these tiles are pretty good. And he's like, don't worry about it, man. And then eventually, he discards a 9. And I'm like, I don't really notice it that much. It's like, okay, 9. Finally discarded a real tile. But then he visibly, audibly cringes. He didn't visibly cringe. He audibly cringes out loud. Like, oh my god, I just made a mistake. And I'm like, what? Are you going for 13 orphans? He's like, no. So I'm like, okay, this man's going for 13 orphans. Like, I understand that, like, if you go for 13 orphans, discarding the 9 is probably not the best move. But it's like, it's okay. And then he never gets there, that game. But then after the game, I think someone else runs. I'm like, how far away were you? Because I was interested to see how close he got. And you can discard the 1 here. And he's like, I was 2 away, or I was 2 away from winning. And I was like, well, are you 2 away from Tempai? And he's like, no, 2 away from winning. And I'm like, hold the phone. And then so I was like, yeah, so you had how many orphans? He's like, I had 11 orphans in my hand at the end of the game. And I'm like, including the 9? He's like, no, the discard the 9, that would have been my 12th orphan. So I'm sitting here like, this man had like 13 orphans, or this man had 12 orphans. If not for the discarded 9, he would have a Yakuman chance. And now I'm sitting here playing my friendly game, and I'm like, I've never even seen Yakuman chance before. Like, maybe I'm getting inspired to go for more crazy Yakumans, but I've never even seen Yakuman chance. And so it's like, wow, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, unlucky, like, I can't believe you discarded the 9, but I guess, like, it's pretty cool how far you got there. And so if that was the story, like, okay, cool, Yakuman chance, like, let's discard the 1. Let's hedge a little bit. That's pretty cool. But again, like, the 13th orphan is the hardest to find. So theoretically, you should get way more 12 orphans than you will 13 orphans. So it makes sense. But that's not why I'm telling this story. I'm telling this story because 2 hands later, he also goes for 13 orphans, and he doesn't need to tell me that after the game again, this time, because he actually gets into Riichi for 13 orphans, like, real talk. And so, at this point, I'm looking at his discards, it's exactly the same. He's discarded, like, red 5s, like Shimo just did, like, all these good tiles, like Dora, and I'm like, oh man, it's 13 orphans again, and he's giggling. And I'm like, okay, like, honestly, at this point, what do you need? Like, I'll discard it into you. Just for the fun of the game, I want to see you get your Yakuman. And he's like, I need a 9. And I'm looking down at the discards. He's like, I need a bamboo 9. And I'm looking at the discards. And I've discarded 3 9s. And there's none left. There's no 9s left. And so I'm looking at him. I'm like, That sucks for you. This really does, because you're really in Yakiman chance 0 9s available. It's like, honestly, you gotta go for it. It's so funny. And that's a good story, right? But I have the log for this game, and I'm gonna show you guys the log after, oh, what do I go? 4 5 5 5 6 7 2 3 4 4 6. I don't know. Let's keep the pair. Let's keep the pair, because look, it's 4 5 5 6 7 2 3 pair 4 4 6. So like we have a few too many pairs in the hand, but that's fine. I think this is the correct draw. We're 1 away now, right? 5 5 6 7 8 2 3 pair 4 4 6. We're perfect 1 away, so that's good. No, I was looking through the logs. Which I'm going to show after this game's done. So if you want to skip ahead to just like complete the story before I move on, like go for it, I don't mind. I don't think we need the 3, right? Yeah, no. This shape's worse, the 4 4 6, so I'd rather help this one out than the 2 3. I looked through the logs, and this man, like, I understand going for 13 orphans when you're, I don't know, you start with like 9, 10, 11 orphans. Like if you start with like over 10 orphans, you gotta go for it, right? But this man started both. The first game was a little bit easier. I think he started with like 7 or 8 orphans, and we'll double check. I didn't actually count, but not enough to go for 13 orphans. And he just drew them. He just drew them, and it's like, okay, fantastic for you. Like, this guy's lucky. But the second time he went for it, and like I get, maybe he was a little tilted, because I probably would have been tilted too if I discarded my Yakiman chance. Oh, the 5 comes. Let's discard the 6. It's a safe tile for the Riichi, and it maintains our pair with the 5 6 weight, so this is better. No, the second time he went for 13 orphans, he started with like 6. I'm not even sure how many. He started with like none at all, and he just drew. And it's not even like the first few draws. Like if you discarding like 8s and 2s and whatnot, and you end up drawing a bunch of orphans, like I can see going for it, but he drew like good tiles for the first like 5 turns of the hand, and he just discarded them all like stone face cold killer. Like, no, I don't need these. And it's so funny to me. It's just like, this man is just destined for 13 orphans. And it inspired me a little bit. It really did. To go for more hands like these, to be honest. Okay, let's actually talk about the game. We've kind of just been sitting here talking and doing nothing, which honestly is not the worst experience. Not the worst experience. I still am sitting in 3rd place with a decent score. 1 3 6 7 8 9 1 2. Let's discard the 1. Let's discard the 1. I mean, the 3 6 is tough, but I mean, I don't expect to draw the 2, and I'd rather keep the 6 just for any potential situations I find myself in. Obviously the 3 we'd love to see. It does put us 1 away from full straight in the character suit. 1 2 3 4 5 5 7 8 9. So I will think about calling. If I draw a 3 or a 6, obviously I'm going to call the last part. But we got to get this game moving, right? Like East 4, the game's almost over. Pretty short game so far. And we gotta lock in. I mean, 3rd place, not ideal. Definitely not the ideal position to be in. But at the same time, if you go through a game not even getting into Tenpai, 3rd place, not the worst situation. I mean, ideally you get a 2nd because of some crazy plays. Like if someone takes a real big lead, sometimes you can get 2nds. Happened to me a few times. Hidden Con comes down. The new door is the 1 of pins, which we cannot use, unfortunately. I mean, this is just unfortunate. We actually, the first few draws increased our hand quite well. Like, I just can't call this because, like, yeah, sure. 2, like, we're 1 away from a full straight. But it's an open straight, and also 2 of the 3s are already gone. And it's like, well, that's not happening, you know? So we just gotta keep drawing. Fortunately, we're just drawing double 9, double 8. We're not drawing that well. I'm a little scared of Kami on the left. Hopefully I got that right. Kami, Toi, Shimo? Or is it Shimo, Toi, Kami? I never even know. But I gotta push a little bit here. See if you need the 3. Yeah, I mean, it's a win condition. It's 1s. They can definitely be in Tempai right now. It's just a little unfortunate. I'm going to discard the 7. We don't necessarily need it. We already have a shape completed. And it is a safe tile. We do, luckily we do have a lot of safe tiles. 7, 8, 9. I mean, only 7's safe. 7 and 9 are safe. Red Dragon's safe. We're trying to make it out of this hand alive, shall we? Yeah, so let's talk about my play a little bit. I'm Adept 1. The 8 comes down, it's the Dora. And it's just like really unfortunate. Let's discard the 9 here. And you might be asking why you discard the 9. I just don't feel comfortable discarding the Dora or the 6s for that matter. And none of these tiles are safe, and they could easily be waiting with this nonsense low character tile situation, you know? Let's discard the 7. It's tough because I don't have a safe tile for both. I guess 6 is a safe tile for both. Like, it feels like they're looking for bamboo, so I just really can't discard it. East is safe. Let's just see if we can survive this hand. I don't know if we're getting into Tempai. I mean, we technically could, but we'd need to get very lucky. Let's discard the 6 now. It's safe for both players. And what's our last safe tile? 4 is not looking particularly safe. The 1 is safe. Let's discard the 1. Alright. They sumoed. Is it under the river? Not under the river. Almost under the river. The 6 comes out. Riichi, Sumo, all simples, Dora, red 5. Doesn't hit the Oradora. It's a Mangan. Sumo. Luckily, I don't have to pay the dealer penalty, but unfortunately, they were the dealer, so it's essentially the same thing. And now, the positions don't change. Which is nice, I suppose, but puts me a little bit farther away from reaching second place. I guess the bright side, because there's always got to be a bright side, is that... Oh, what do we discard here? Let's discard the East. The bright side is that we get to play some more Mahjong. Dealer repeat, I suppose. That's always fun and exciting. Yeah, so we won a few games in a row, and we got pretty close to getting... Let's discard the 2. To getting Adept 2-star. So much so that I even titled one of my videos that. I'm actually not sure if I titled it yet. This is a little under the hood, but yeah, I'm like mass recording videos and then I'm editing them like all at once. So I'm not sure what I named the video like 2 days ago. Draw the 3, we get a punish. That's okay. That's okay. It's gonna happen. Like, I would love to call that, but it's just like, it's not happening, man. Is it going to be our pair forever and ever? Yeah, it is going to be our pair forever and ever. That's okay. The North can come out. I mean, we'd love to have not discarded the East at this point. I guess that's just the issue. Unfortunately, the flow is not on our side today. And I guess all we can ask for is to not get Rond. I mean, what could they be waiting for? No idea. Let's discard our West. I mean, it's definitely a safe tile and... Don't want to give him a Potsu, right? So we can think about what to do after that. I mean, are we kind of close? We're kind of close. Let's just get rid of the 9s. It's another safe tile. It's tough to fold this early, but let's look at our hand. What's going on here? We have a 2-3, 7-8, 6-8-9, 1-1-3. Like, no value, no speed. There's nothing going on here. I mean, I suppose if we kept the 9s, we could have done something with the 8s, but we're still missing the 7. They're 2 bad weights. What can you do? 2 comes down. Let's keep the 2. So this is a really early Riichi. So there's going to be a lot of safe tiles that appear throughout the game. The 2 is one of those tiles. I mean, it's like... Yeah, let's chase it, you know? for the fans. East is safe now. So I call this because, one, we're close to all simples, sort of. The Ron comes. I mean, Riichi. I mean, they're just trying to end game now, which is admirable. But unfortunately for them, it's dealer repeats. So just keep increasing your lead. Slay. I was going to say, we're close to all simples, and the ones is a safe discard. So it feels good to discard them the next 2 turns anyway. So there's no reason in my mind to just play super safe there. We're gonna cheat this. We gotta get some speed in our hand a little bit, and we have. I believe in the heart of the cards that the green or red dragon's gonna come out. I just do. So that's just what we're gonna be betting on. Let's discard the 4 and the 7 now. We'd love to accept the door. That would actually get our hand a little bit of value. I realize now that I didn't need to open up my hand for the 1, 2, 3, because I had the 2, 3, 4. But I'm gonna open up my hand anyway for the dragons, I feel like, so I'm not super punished, I suppose. And we can chi this, and now like in an ideal world, we have a Sanshoku chance, but unfortunately we don't have the 1, 2, or 3 of the pins. So that's unfortunate. Now we're really just looking for a 7 would get us 1 away. Unfortunately, the 7 is the indicator, but we can always call the 7, which makes it slightly easier. One of the indicators is already gone. There's 2 left, theoretically. We draw the 3, and I mean, I'm obligated to keep it. Unfortunately, 2 of the 1s are gone for the Sanshoku, but you never know. It would definitely elevate the hand. Red Dragon Sanshoku. Another thing to consider is if we can find a pair, right? Let's say we find the 8, perhaps. We'd love to just go and use that as our pair and just wait double pair weight at the end for some pretty devious tiles, the red and green dragon. I'm definitely not against that. The white dragon comes, and unfortunately, like, I am obligated to keep it because, you know, yes, I'm discarding my 3 for the Sanshoku. Was I going to get the Sanshoku? No. Do I have a chance to draw the final white dragon for little 3 dragons? I do. I really do. It's not the worst thing possible. Now the chance is gone, so it makes me feel a little silly, but at some point, you got to go for it. We pawn this, and we're waiting for the last 7. But again, our hand can change. If we draw the 8, we'd love to see it. If we draw the 6, slightly less happy about it, I suppose. This doesn't matter. We're accepting the 7 anyway. Like, I think if we draw the 6, we discard the Dora. It's like, it's tough here, right? It really is tough to call this, but it's a Han, and like, at some point, you just gotta wait with the value. Like, I'm behind. Do they expect me to be waiting with the door? Maybe. It's like, I feel like I did this last episode. I waited with the red dragon door. We'll see what Maka thinks about this. Where's my pencil? Let me write on my white desk. Oh, now this is interesting. Because I think you wait on the 5 for sure, right? The 4s are gone. Yeah, let's change. Let's discard the Dora. Let's see what Maka thinks about this. East 3, repeat 2. Running on my white desk. Riichi is called, they're chasing my naked weight. Like, okay. I understand that naked weight's not the best way to play this game, but I'm here to have some fun, and this is pretty fun. I mean, it's pretty intimidating holding 1 tile in your hand, but it's like, what could it be? No one actually knows. Let's see which one pays off first. The 8 Dora comes out, or the 5 comes out. I mean, I have to discard the 5, because if you're holding the 8, like, why would you discard the Dora? Unfortunate. Ron comes out. And it's like, it's one of those games. It's one of those games. They had 2 5s. This is a monster hand. Riichi prevalent win, all trips, 3 concealed triplets, red 5. Was it a Yakuman chance? It was, wasn't it? So that was pretty scary. I could have got absolutely destroyed. I'm in actually a better position because of that hand, so I have to thank them. Let's just look at our all 13 orphans chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orphans. If I was my boy Big T, I'd go for it. Look, this is 8 orphans. Just kidding, guys. You know I'm not going for 8 orphans, but it would be funny if I did. These are the sort of hands where he'd look at it and be like, 13 orphans, here we come. It's like, I guess you pop off. The 9's gonna leave. So I actually really like this position. I know we did miss off on a big hand. It would have been a few Han, but I don't need that many points to get into second now. And we have an open hand and a potential flush situation with the pin. So we'll see if we can draw some more of them. And it's not the worst situation to be in, right? And like, I think at this point, we discard our 1-3 way. It's not the worst. I mean, it's a pretty bad way. I don't feel that bad about discarding it. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to be pawning the stuff in the pin suit because it's a flush chance. If we draw a white dragon or a west wind, it's easily our pair. And our weights are good. The 3 can be our pair. It can also be a set. 7-8's a good set. So I like the position I'm in. We'll see if we can make it happen. The flow is not on my side. It is held very much so with Shimo on the right. And can I do anything about it? I don't know. Selected win Yakuman. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Are they a Smurf account? They have not played that many matches at all. Like, it makes me wonder. Makes you wonder if you're just going down. I mean, look, you got a Yakuman. Like, okay, I can't judge, right? Because people play this game. I mean, what's going on here? We chi this now, and we wait on the west wind. It makes me wonder, right? Like, how are they improving so fast? And I have to remind myself that not everyone starts this game from net zero like me. They already know how to play this game from their family and whatnot. I missed the run. Unfortunately, this may put me in a bad position depending on how much it is. 5,000 points. I'm still safe in third, which is nice. And the game continues correctly. They were the dealer, so we get to play some more Mahjong. I'm in the same situation as before. Unfortunately, I am chased by I'm flanked by fourth more readily than before, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? I mean, keeping the south wind sucks. It's just a guest wind, but I mean, it's a pair, I suppose. I'll discard the east for that. Let's look at the bright side. We have a red 5 in our hand. We draw the north wind. Our hand's not looking too bad. I suppose 1 maybe would have been a better discard there because we can already accept the 2. So I'll consider discarding that now. We've got to hedge a little bit. Yeah, I mean, last hand probably was our biggest chance. It would have been half flush if we just drew a little better. But, I mean, the best defense is a good offense, and that's showcased by our opponents right now. Double Riichi into winning, I suppose. It's tough because, you know, if you don't get the hands, what can you do? It's like, I think I'm playing okay, but you never really know. Let's get rid of the white dragon here. The south tile is probably going to be safe enough to discard later on in the game, so I don't mind holding them. Unfortunately, second place is in the south wind position, so perhaps maybe giving them a Yaku, but what can you do? Red dragon by the holder of the flow right now. The super Yakuman, what is this, 4 concealed triplets? Not calling anything. The 6 comes. I like this. I really do. Let's discard the souths now. Because if we really look at our blocks, what do we have? We have, obviously, a pure double sequence chance, right? With the 4, 5, 6. But if we don't get the 4, 5, 6, we have a 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6. So that's 2 shapes no matter what. I actually don't think we need the 4, right? Because we don't need the 2. So that's my mistake, I suppose. We have another shape here. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and we have a pair. So we're 2 away. 2 Shanton. Is not the worst situation to be in. The red 5's gone, which decreases our potential value a little bit. So be it. This is a Riichi hand if I've ever seen it, and I haven't Riichi this episode, so I'm shaken. I need the Riichi. Give me the Riichi. Come on. East 4. I mean, ideally the game ends on this hand with me in second. But at least if... Like, I think the only solstice is if Tori wins, the game will continue. So I'll have more chance to come back from a 4th place situation. The 4 comes. I don't need the 4. But I'm going to discard the 8s instead of the 4 because it is a safe tile. And again, I need to win to get into second, but if I deal in, I'm in last. The 3. No, you're waiting on the 3? That's a joke. Oh man, I should have just I was so scared of giving Tori the Ipatsu. I was just like, I don't have a safe tile for both of them. Discard the 3. Oh my goodness, I thought I was in last for certain. I'm in 3rd. It's actually a Christmas miracle. 400 points saved me from absolute defeat. We only go down 13. We love to see it. Actually, let's look at the legendary log that I alluded to in the beginning of the video before I view this one. Let's see what's going on. I'm not even going to Maki review this one because obviously Maki does not agree with my friend's Big T's big plays. Let's just see how it is. So let's count the orphans here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 orphan hand. And of course, as soon as you see this hand, let's turn on Maki actually. As soon as you see this hand, you think 13 orphans. He draws the north pair here. Draws the 9. I mean, suddenly it's moving up. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 orphans with the pair secured already. Right? So let's just keep going. Draws the 9 here. And now you're thinking, okay, crazy. Draws the green dragon Dora, which is unbelievable. And this is where when it all goes wrong. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 orphans with the pair. You're just missing the red 9 and the red dragon. And like, okay, I see at this point, you're a few away. But he discards the 9, which is just like... It was nerves. I know it was nerves from him. Because obviously you know what hand you're going for. But it's unbelievable you discard that. And the worst part is, as he's moping around, a few turns later, draws the red dragon for the potential Yakuman chance. And let's actually look. You theoretically would be waiting for the 9. How many 9s are left? I've discarded 2 9s. 3 9s are gone. So it is technically possible, but I guess that proves the point, you know, like even if you're at 12 orphans, like odds are you're not getting the last one, right? Because it's such an inflexible hand, and then the hand kind of peters out. This is not even the best parts of the game. You move to hand 3. Let's count how many orphans are in this hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 orphans starting hand. And you go for it is unbelievable. But here's the kicker. You draw the south in your first turn. So technically you get 7 orphans to start with. You still don't go for it. And the first few draws are crap. And he's discarding 8, 7, 8. draws the red 5, and like I understand at this point you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 orphans, but you're still not going for it. Keeps the red 5 to hedge a little bit. You know, this is good play by him. It's hard to say it's good play, but it's good play if you're actually tunneling this hard. Draws the east wind. And then it's like another bunch of tiles. And at this point, you're actually close, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're looking for 3 more orphans. He discards the 5 here, which is unbelievable. Unbelievable mental fortitude. Because it takes so long to finally draw the pair. Then the 9, right? You discard the 1 pair eventually. And as soon as you draw the 9, you reach it here. And it's just a catastrophe because look what you're waiting on. 0 9s. 3 of them discarded by me. 1 of them discarded by Shima on the left. Just unbelievable luck. 2 Yakimon chances. And then, of course, I got to highlight the Ron. All Simple's red 5 Dora. Fantastic play by me. Just kidding. So that was the game I played, and that was what I was alluding to. I thought that was cool. Let me know if that's... I mean, I'm sure it's happened before. But let me know if it's happened in such a degree where you get... I mean, I'm saying it's 2 Yakimon chances, even though they discarded the 1 or the 9. Like, that's just a mistake. 2 Yakimon chances while just not starting with any orphans at all is just unbelievable. Let's look at this game that we just played. I come in third just narrowly. I'm guessing... B+. Come on, let me play good. Let me play good today. B+. C+. A whole letter grade off. And you know what? It's the first game of the day, but I really got to start locking in. D the first hand. And you know what? Like, Maka is really getting on my nerves. Okay, the 1's the obvious discard here. I'm just not warmed up. You don't like the 9 discard? Obviously because the 1's the correct discard. But the 9 leaves... anyway, and it's like, yeah, I'm just discarding the wrong things. You know, I eventually discard the 1 as soon as it doesn't want me to discard the 1, which is just the most prosthetic thing in the entire world. It's unfortunate. Okay, so this hand's kind of just, it's a warm-up game. It's my breakfast shot. I play good in this hand. Red Dragon, Northwind, Green Dragon. I mean, it's the easiest hand I've ever seen in my entire life. This is not the easiest discard to find. Well, it kind of is. Because the 6 is going to be the pair. It's not the worst discard. The 4 leaves next. That's a good discard. See, I played this well. And honestly, I felt good playing this hand. I didn't think it was the easiest hand to play. All things considered. And then it just runs. And I mean, I'm not even really playing this game at this point. I'm just trying to lock in a little bit. The hand I deal in. Where's the hand I deal in? No, I never deal in, right? Wait a minute. Am I remembering the games wrong? Didn't I... No, I guess I didn't run into someone's hand. I just didn't win a hand, right? Oh, it was a Mangan Sumo, right? Yeah, this is where I lost all my points. And it's like tough. I didn't deal in until right in the beginning. Let's look at East 3 Repeat 2, which is what I wrote down. The Hanuman hand, and I play this hand well. S minus, S minus. All things considered, I'm either playing really well or really poorly. East 3 Repeat 2. Oh yes, this is where I go the naked weight. Let's see what it thinks about this call, actually. It never wants me to call here, and I understand because I can already accept, like, why would I ever call the 1 when I have a 2, 3, 4? That's fine. But what about the next call? What about the next call? Here. Does it like this? It does like this. Well, obviously because the hand's open. I'm just hedging, you know? Okay, I'm playing this one well so far. I mean, these are kind of easy tiles. I gotta hedge for the little 3 dragons, of course. Then obviously I'm discarding it. But I'm assuming this call is correct. It is. And then what does it think about this last call? This is what I'm really thinking about. It likes it. And I like this because sometimes I feel like people are too afraid to really go with their guts here. Where in the Dora, this is an interesting situation that I think I should memorize. It wants me to wait on the Dora. It's interesting. Very interesting, because in my mind, people are much less likely to discard the door than it is a 5. But at the same time, the 5 is a very useful tile. So I can see the turmoil here. I can see. Okay. Let's just look at the last hand where I deal in. Like, what's the situation here? I'm just playing bad. Once we discard the 1, again, I'm just missing the 2-3 situation. Like, I can already accept the 2. I just need to discard the 1s. This is like the second time today. Next, I'm going to play another game after this. Not going to make that mistake. Until I do like a billion times. Playing okay. South discard it doesn't like. Does it take into account maybe the fear? How my spirit is shaken? Maybe Maka should take that into account more, because I'm scared of dealing in, which perhaps is my downfall. It never wants me to discard the South here. Probably because they could easily be waiting with the South. I don't know. 8's the correct discard here. I discard this 8. Yeah, this 8's safe. I just didn't recognize it, I suppose. I should have just discarded this. Now, this is a fine discard now, but again, the 8's more safe, and I can keep the pair. Yeah. It's tough. And then what's the deal in? The 3. Does it ever think the 3 is an okay situation to be in? No, it wants me to discard the 8. Now, riddle me this, Maka. How could you do this to me? They just Riichi'd. Okay, look. I was one turn before. The 3's not the worst discard here. It's 12%. I mean, how can I be so certain they're not waiting on like a 5 or like a 6-7? I mean, he literally has 2 7s in his hand. I was so scared of this. Like, sure, the 8's safe for left, but not Toy. And I don't want to give him a Patsu. It's okay. We actually came out unscathed, which is pretty crazy. Done with the log. No more log. Thanks for watching, everyone, if you made it this far. Hopefully you thought my story was funny, exciting, exhilarating. Maybe. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want. I'm trying to reach 10 subscribers. Low-key, the best number, I think. I upload every single day. I'll see you guys back tomorrow.